Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. This is Carson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Here's Carson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Wilson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 29 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Breaks through the contact. And this is caught. It's Cooper. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Elliott. And he will will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Wilson now off the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Nick Bennett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, both sides. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Taco Charlton able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They run it with Carson. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Austin. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Prescott on 1st down. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he just going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Don't take forever, okay? Cut! There.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wilson going to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And credit the tackle to Taco. Taco Charlton with a stop. On 2nd down, Wilson. Nifty move. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And a gain there of 11 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Process from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A first down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, over here.
Now Wilson on second down. On the move to his left. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Wilson to throw on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Prescott now on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They'll toss it out to Carson, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Wilson. Rush coming in. And he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.